Today's video we are gonna talk about 13 Danish Christmas traditions. And disclaimer, some of these Christmas traditions are also Scandinavian and not only Danish, but we also have them in Denmark, so we'll just say they are Danish. But I feel like something is missing. It's not Christmassy enough, so let's... This is actually really cute, but it's not big enough.
That's what she said.
That's more the spirit. A Christmas hat for a Christmassy video. Anyways, enough of this Christmas nonsense. Let's begin the video. So, the first thing, and probably the most shocking thing, is that in Denmark, Christmas is on the 24th. It's not the 25th. In the morning in Denmark, real Christmas is the 24th at nighttime. Not in the night, but you know, at dinner time. So basically, your family comes around 4 or 6 o'clock and then you start eating dinner, then you open presents and celebrate Christmas, basically. And the 25th is just the day where you are stuffed from eating and just relaxing and eating leftovers. There's nothing special about the 25th, okay? Okay? It's not Christmas. It's over. It's done. Number 2. This is a dish called æbleskiver, which is basically a little round cake. If you were to translate æbleskiver, it would be apple slices. And that's because in the old days, long time ago, there used to be apple chunks in it. These days, people don't put apples in æbleskiver anymore. Now they're just kind of cake puffs. But they're not the round cake puffs on a stick that you see in America and other places. They are really special. You cannot get them anywhere else. They are so delicious. You usually eat them with jam and sugar. And honestly, guys, if you are ever in Denmark, you need to see if you can try, even if it's not Christmas, try and see if you can find æbleskiver. Number 3. This is a drink, which a lot of people drink when they eat æbleskiver. And it's something called gløgg. It's a warm drink where there's red wine in it. And I also know some people put almond chunks and raisins in it. There's also some other liquid you put in, but I'm not sure what it is. But it tastes kind of like warm red wine with a little bit of other Danish alcoholic drinks. There's not a lot of alcohol in it though, but if you were to drink a lot of it, you would get a bit tipsy. And you can also get children's version without alcohol, obviously. Number 4. Pakkelej. Pakkelej is a Danish Christmas game, which basically translates to present game or present play. It's basically a game where everyone brings a present or two, and then you have a dice and you roll it, and then every time you get 6, you are allowed to take a present. And then when there's not more presents to take, you start taking from each other. And then there's a timer, and when the time is up, you got yourself some presents, or maybe all your presents were taken and then you have none. It's a game about being greedy and lucky. Because that's all what Christmas is about. Yeah, greed and luck. Number 5 is also about presents, but this is like an advent calendar. But you get presents every day. Every morning you get presents. And I actually do have an advent calendar. I can show you guys. It's an old one. Right now it is the 13th December, so obviously there's not as many presents on it anymore. But let me show you. Here is my calendar, and it even says Thea, my name, up here. And then you open a present every day. Obviously these presents are more for fun and smaller things, since you have to buy a present for every day. But I still think it's a fun thing to have with your family or friends, because you wake up and you get a little present and you feel all Christmassy and happy, you know. Number 6 is yet another Danish Christmas dish. So this is basically rice pudding, but not rice pudding as you might know it. It's another kind of rice pudding called risalamang. It is delicious. Some people hate it, but I love it. Oh my god, I could just eat like all of it. But it's a cold rice pudding where you sometimes put cranberry sauce on it. And actually this is kind of a bonus, but there's also another rice pudding dish we have which is warm called risengrød, where you put cinnamon and butter on it, and that is also something I really love. So there's kind of 2 rice puddings we eat in Christmas time. Number 7 is nissa. I have talked about this before in one of my Danish culture videos or something like that, I think. Nissa is basically the Danish elf, but it's not an elf. And if you say it's an elf, Danish people will get offended, because nissa is not Santa's little helpers or anything like that. Nissa are basically small Christmas people who live in the attic, and you give them the warm rice pudding, risengrød, to make them happy, and if you don't make them happy, they will pull pranks on you. And that's basically all they do. Nissa are usually also what we decorate our place with when we are decorating for Christmas. And I took one of my decorations. This is an example on a nisse. Nissa looks different from time to time. I'm sure I will find some pictures and put them here so you can also see more of it. And obviously there are females and males. And that actually leaves me to number 8, which is also about nissa, but the nissa we decorate with. So we have something called kravlenissa, which is basically paper cut out of these nissa elves, and then we put them up on the walls and on the shelves and whatnot. I'll maybe put in a clip here where I show you kind of the ones I have hanging for Christmas. But basically, so you have all these like little pranksters hanging around in your house, and it's all Christmassy. Number 9, which is Lucia optog. So this is actually today, because it's the 13th today. On December the 13th, we have this thing called Lucia optog, which is basically a lot of girls dressed in white with a little ribbon thing on their head, holding a candle and singing a song, a special song that you only sing when you are doing this performance. I'll put a little clip of the song here. You kind of get the vibe, okay? Let's move on. Usually you go 2 people at a time, but then in the front there's the special girl who has a big crown on with candles on her head, walking. She's like the queen. And when you were a little girl, that was your dream to be picked as the front girl. Number 10. In Denmark, we believe that Santa Claus lives on Greenland and not the North Pole. It's cold up there, there's a lot of snow, it's winter all the time. Why is he not just living up there? It's closer to Denmark. Hello? I'm not sure if it is actually. Number 11. Every day in December, all the main TV channels have something called julekalender, which is basically a TV show with 24 episodes that they are airing every day at a certain time, so you can follow it. So basically 1st December is the first episode, 2nd December, the second episode, you know, you get the idea. And then you have this whole storyline. Usually it's about something Christmassy. It's usually also a little bit for younger people, but there are also these julekalender for adults. And it's just like kind of a Christmassy thing to follow along with. It's really a big deal and everyone talks about it. You talk with your friends, your family about what happened in the episode. You know, it's a whole cult thing in Denmark. Number 12. I actually did not know that this was only a Danish tradition, and when I found out it was only in Denmark and Scandinavia they do this, I was shocked. So basically, I don't know, they also do it in Germany, I think. I'm not sure. So basically, on Christmas night, because it's the 24th, we dance around the Christmas tree. We hold hands and we dance in a circle around the Christmas tree and sing Christmas songs, and everything is jolly, everything is happy, everything is amazing. That really is the part of Christmas that if I don't do that, it's not Christmas. That is the one thing that I really think is Christmas, Christmas, Christmas. And therefore I was so shocked to know that it was only some countries who do it. When you think about it, we bring a tree into our house and then we dance around it to celebrate a holiday. Sounds pretty weird too, but it's really cozy and it's really nice and really bonding. And when I see America, how they celebrate Christmas, where they like wake up, everyone are in their PJs, they're opening presents and then they're done, you know. I feel like that's so weird. And the last one, 13th. Excuse my math. 13th. I don't know why it's so hard when I have to do it like that. Okay, anyway. It is that in Denmark, the country that loves alcohol so much, that we are allowing people from the age of 16 to start drinking. Of course, we have a lot of alcohol connected to this Christmas holiday. You already heard about glögg, which is kind of red wine, but there's also Christmas beer, which is only sold during Christmas time. And oh my god, people get crazy, people get drunk even when it's like on a weekday. And then also there's something called snaps, which is an alcoholic drink. It has so much alcohol in it. I don't know, I don't remember the percentage, but it is really high and one of the highest percentage. And you usually drink this at Christmas dinners, parties, whatever, but you also drink it at Easter. So yeah, alcohol is the way to go if you are Danish. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this Christmassy video. Are you guys in the Christmas mood? Because honestly, I'm not. Looking at myself in the camera, I feel really Christmassy. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and don't forget to give it a like so I know if you guys like to hear about Danish culture and just like culture differences. And I hope you guys will have a Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho. Okay, I swear I will never do that again. I hope you guys will have a great day and I hope I'll see you guys later. Bye!